side I must go. The mirror reflects a face I no longer own. Heavy breathing beneath the company. A biome engine shifting into gear. Tapping on the glass of my rib cage. Ready to burn the script and flip the page. Beyond the mask of the morning routine. Something sharp and vivid and unseen. Kono Chikara is waking up tonight. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the borders begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light. A different soul taking hold on the flight. Kimi no nakari another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. Taking motion stops dead in its tracks, velocity rising through the spinal taps. I am watching my hands move on their own, occupying the throne I have never known. The shy demeanor of faded ghost, the passenger has become the host. Sudden clarity in the frantic heat, total control at a frantic beat. Haunted knows who got time coming through. There's a stranger dancing under my skin, setting no door where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a bright and flash of light. A distant soul taking over the fight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow past. It is a fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. There is a stranger dancing under my skin, tearing the floor where the walls begin. Not a shadow but a blinding flash of light. A different soul taking over the flight. Kimi no naka ni another heart beats fast, breaking the mold of the hollow dust. It is a wild fire wearing my name, and nothing ever is going to be the same. Give me the power to see what you've done. Shadow of fear. The shadow groove may never be undone.
Heat swings wide, check your face under a crescent moon. Beats hitting heavy like a sudden sharp monsoon. Lay in the crown of the abyss, the seventh name. Step to the circle, surrender to the flame. Crimson flows while the kodo snaps. Caught inside a booty's lethal trap. No hesitation, just flick the blade. Then watch the show of your spirit fade. Jigoku no soko kara hibiku kodo. Ware wa start off ni mo todoku doloro. Silver daggers fly through the smoke. Every shackle in the iron yo. Flow like the river, but I strike like the flint. Catch the shimmer of a demonic glint. I don't need a legion, just a rhythm in my soul. Swallowing the cosmos and the pieces of the whole. Kaze ga fuku saigo no tatakai no uta. Kagamate ami no naka e kieta. The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin. Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin. Rise up from the ashes, and guardian of the thorns. Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns. Sekai no wari ni saku hana no yoni. Dancing through the chaos in a dark harmony. Feel the heavy impact of the demon as they glide. No 日歩く私の定め付きの光さえも染める赤のため Elegant destruction in a high-speed chase Wiping every memory of a lesser human race Broken glass reflects all the choices that you make Frozen in the terror of a silent masquerade I am the leader of the cold nocturnal wind Paying for the ancient sins that never could be pinned Thunder in the valley where the lotus blossoms bloom I am the architect of your impending doom Sharp like the sword with the jagged carbon edge Standing on the summit of a crumbling rocky ledge 無限の彼方へと続くこの空 Everything is burning in the heat of my aura Style like a blizzard with the fury of a beast Invited to the table for a dark eternal feast 風が吹く最後の戦いの歌影は待って闇の中へ消えた The pressure is rising, the air is getting thin Let the grand show of this battle's ending begin Rise up from the ashes in the garden of gold Bow before power, ancient silver horns 世界の終わりに咲く花のように Dancing through the chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness light Nowhere left to run and there is ending flight この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I bear Rise up from the ashes in the garden of the forest Bow before the power of the ancient silver horns 世界を終わりにせず花のように Dancing through chaos in the dark harmony Feel the heavy impact of the demoness strike No escape to run and there is nowhere left to hide この瞬間に全てをかける The destiny of ages is the burden that I bear
Let's break it down, let's get it right. The one named Astaroth is ending you tonight.
Hunting for a dream Longing for a space It's the same wish I've had Since the day I saw your face You may never know How far I will go To trace your heart Into my very bone Over the rainbow Steady high ho Right float with me You let's start the show I am a fighter Hunting for my dream But to you I'm not as strong as I seem I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. I am the fighter, hunting for my dream, hunting for. But to you, I'm not as strong as I seem. I clench my fist, imagining your kiss. I step forward into the mist. Iron sky, blackened sun,
Clothes arrive, won't be good. Feel the rain, cover all. Hear the name, hear the call. Malphas, kage no kishi. Malphas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malphas, kage no kishi. Malphas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malphas, rise again. Stone by stone, tower tall, crow on throne, never fall. Sharpest peak, tender lie, strong not weak, under sky. Kuroi hane, coming down, oh arine. Take the crown, summon now, ancient king, make the vow, let it ring. Malphas, kage no kishi. Malphas, kaze no ishu. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Malphas, ring again. Malphas, kage no kishi. Malphas, kaze no ishi. Build a wall, higher still. Heed the call. Find a will. Ravens are on the wing. Hunting for a dream, longing for a space. It's the same wish I've had since the day I saw your face. You may never know how far I will go to trace your heart into my very bone. Over the rainbow, steady high home. Rifles with me, let's start show. Imagining your kiss, I step forward into the mist.
your right hand's fine, but you were feeling lonely. Tell me what you see deep inside your soul. You only know who you are. I understand why you are afraid and scared. You've never hurt someone and haven't been hurt. You laid it all bare on the other side of the frozen sea. I saw my dreams and my world. Take off your mask and be true to your heart. Trust yourself and fly away. Grant me the glorious light. Though I don't know how I'll do it without a fight. So we can be in a place where we wanna be. The things I want in life have no shape. So simply smash the final space, heading to unknown land. Until tomorrow, leave all my sorrows.
The moment when we finally face each other, silence chambered, it takes sparks to the sky. The passion's flying deep inside our feelings, touches our truth no one else could ever find. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper, here where one man crosses both our lives. The code edge of steel runs in my fingers. Old wounds we carry near, we're back our fast. We're running out of time for any words to linger. This rising impulse simply moves too fast. Too vivid now to ever call you techie. Beyond the pain, your light shone back at me. Souls tolling out within the raging storm, drawn together in a world turned upside down. No reason needed, instinct takes its structure. I reach the realms where unknowns are sound. I wanna see much further in your eyes, as all the borders melt away and die. Not to compete, but to confirm what's true. Lonely warriors wait for dawn to rise. The sparks burn hot within our true hearts. You rewriting yesterday's burned paradigm. The one who found the side of me unseen was you fighting on the battlefield with me. The moment when our blades align, true campus silence shatters and the sparks ignite. The passion swaying deep within our gazes touches a truth untouched by any sight. I want your heartbeat carved into me deeper, here where a man brings a path to life.
you've been touched by any size. I want your deep cuts into me deeper. Here where I make winds across the lines. Let's see what this dance will take us for. This seduction skill is what I love the most. So seduction skill is what I love the most. Yeah, my notion is absurd. They say belief takes certain nerve. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all on the same road, making moves according to what we've heard and told. Yeah, if I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hands this card. I keep on running to drive the evil of this age to zero. No knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Stand by me and you.
Gin on the lip, ice in the glass. Watch how they move, see how they pass. Silk on the hip, cold to the touch. Don't look away, you want it too much. Vampire women, sharp white teeth. Kuroya lace, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place. Are you aroused? Do you feel safe? I can't wine. Oh, she's so fine. Wait for the fight. Wait for the sign. Long slender hands, pale under lights, hunting for sport through heavy nights. Brass hits the wall, cymbals in heat, center the kill, down on the street. High beat, dance on the edge. Give them your pulse, that is the pledge. One little cut, the sweetest of sins. Now that it's out, the banquet begins. Vampire women, sharp like teeth. Kuroya lakes, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place. Are you lost? Do you feel safe? I can't wine. Aren't you so fine? Wait for the light. Wait for the sign. Vampire women, sharp white teeth. Kuroya lakes, nobody leaves. Vampire women in this crowded place. Are you aroused? Do you feel safe? I can't wait. Aren't you so fine? Hey, so the fight. Wait for the sign. Vampire women, it's a delight. Signora B, save us tonight.
to the coming age. The feeling always sways my soul. Feeling never vacant holds. So then, with my conviction, shall know I'll simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my goal. Overflowing willpower, finding hope. My heart is making waves out to the world and also to the coming age. The feeling always weighs my soul. Feeling never vacant cool. So then, with my conviction, I'll simply just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No just make my own benediction. If I just stand and clear all of my doubts, celebration will carry from without. I keep on running to drive the enemy to a new era. No one knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Finding home, going home, it's my one true wish, and I know it's there. A When my eyes got used to pitch black night, I started walking in the moonlight. We live not to think, walk pushed to the brink. Even if you don't show it to your face, even if you hide without a trace, your wounds won't heal without suitable meal. Don't get lost in your dream. No matter what it seems, my heart races in the moonlight. Everything I love is why I fight. Even the pain we will never forget. Spread the invisible map. Shine a light on all of your beds. My notion is absurd. They say belief takes certain nerve. We're all on the same road, making moves according what we heard and told. If I can follow my own passion, I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hands' best card. I keep on running to drive the eagle of this age to zero. No one knows that my true strength is mine. Overflowing willpower. Stand by me and you will understand what it is that this life demands. I know I'll see you in that place, the dimension where we both can face the invading darkness.
man? Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? She is called the devil man. Gardenia Field. Some say she's a traitor, they say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fly. Devil legs at the speed of light, devil eyes guide her in the night. Devil charm, she's the lord of the fly. Devil voice like a ray of fire with evil powers close at hand. The lady is in command. She's a lady so just and fair. Gardenia Fields, Gardenia Fields.
Change myself, and even the whole world is always near. I can't help but notice how I am holding myself back here. One word from you is all it takes. All of my worries, my fears, my regrets, they all swirl into my face. Suddenly light up here. I need you, but you're not here. Searching for answers and guidance, I turn around as I hear a soft, gentle voice behind me at dawn.
Who's that man? Who is she?
Who is she?
Who is she? She is called the devil.
The devil man.
Gardenia Fields. Some say she's a traitor. They say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fight. Devil legs at the speed of light.
Speed of light.
Devil eye, guide her in the night.
Never in the night.
Yeah. My notion is absurd. They say belief takes certain nerve. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're all on the same road, making moves according what we've heard and told. Yeah.
can follow my own passion. I can make my own mode of action. You may think it's hard, but it's all about playing with your hands this card. I keep on running to drive the evil of this age to zero. No knows that my true strength is my overflowing willpower. Stand by me and you. Who's that man? Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? She's called the devil man. Some say she's a traitor, they say she's cold as ice. She's the one who sacrificed everything to fight. Devil hands at the speed of light. Devil, I see her through the night. Devil charm, she's the Lord of the flies. Devil voice like a ray of fire, with evil powers close at hand. The lady is in command. She's a lady so just and fair. Channel a angel fair. Channel the elements of felicity and black. Bashira, the bringer of good tidings. Channel of Bashira, angel
Det var Uregla bench. A bench bench? Oh? Yeah, no. The fuck is Click on the bench. It sounds like you're hiccuping. Is this like a good food? The fuck? What a strange name. It's good food? Listen. I have never heard about this. I mean, it looks... It kinda looks like crumply taste the question mark. It's just a potato soup thing, question mark. Never heard about it. Slambotsa! Never heard about it. Literally who? Never heard about it. Nope. I swear, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Slambuke is Crumply's test to if it was a real food.
But it is a real food. I know the normal Hungarian name, but not the Slovakian nonsense or whatever, dude. Keeps rotating in my ear. They're different. Well, one of them has meat in it and the other one doesn't. It's not that different. Bro, it's an oldie but a goodie. Well, duh. I don't know, mom. It's whatever. Portobello food, not Northern Hungarian. I never tried it before. I don't know. Ой. Oh, there you go. Ma pastita. My beautiful pastita. It's done. Done. Oh, things are hot. You need to call the mother unit. I don't think she would know it. I will ask her. I have to call her anyway. I will ask her, the mother, did you ever hear about this magical food? I think you ever pronounce it. I did that. Schlambut? 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 Schlimmschluck.
I am not Slovakian, you harlot.
You sure about that? Schlumbut. It's not the spaghetti, it's a curly bitch, actually. Team Autobalance, Unyo. Italian curly pasta, yeah, but it's Hungarian. Now add some gamer subs. No! Not my gamer subs. Thank you, but no thank you. 25 skip, no thank you. No thank you. 25, no. Do it, no. I like my pasta. Do not. It must be done. It no. What a scary woman. I know, right? I'm terrifying. Oh. We were scared. It is true. I know. She's right. All things in this kitchen are hot. Aww. Thank you. Hey, Gerard. Sit back. She's got contagious cuties. Very dangerous. Yeah? It's okay. You know what you're gonna do if you wanna protect yourself? You have to use this stream sponsor, Surfshark. If you register now and you're using my code, you can get 4 months off. And you get the special price. Go and protect your balls now with Surfshark. Don't let China steal your data. Oh, your Netflix doesn't want to show you your favorite movie? Well, hear about that. Surfshark. The pasta is hot. It's burning me. But Surfshark. I love Surfshark, yeah. Surfshark could protect you from the hot pasta too. It did, but it's hot. Thank you, Surfshark, for supporting us and the hot pasta. Thank you. Can I get the links in chat, please, so that people can check it out? She will play some of the linkers. Yeah, again. Did it again. More links. Surfshark deserves it. Yes. Because he kept pushing it up, exactly. Armed and dangerous because you have Surfshark to protect your butt. Yes. Daddle skidoodle. Surfshark protected your diddle. Thank you, Surfshark. You're very lovely. Noodle restored. Yeah. He's going to crush the pasta and go to sleep. Crush it? Bro, this is like my weekly food. It's so hard. With lube. Does it include sharks? Yep, and they're surfing too. Let's go have things that were still hot. I wanna see my cheesecake. It looks so good. I actually can't believe how the Bisco mixed together with cream cheese is really good. Like, it's actually crazy. How much is left? Like still this much? Can I get the Biscuit sponsor? I don't think they would sponsor anyone. Yeah, I know. Use hot syrup, but I didn't use sugar. To be fair, cheesecake is something that I cannot eat more than like this big of a slice at one time. It's just so intense. You know, like the cream cheese. Like, it's too sweet. But if it's not sweet enough, it's not fun, right? So, but it has to be. Biscuit is peanut butter. No. It's like, you know the biscuit? It's like a caramel biscuit sort of thing. You're making me feel fat again. You're not fat. You're beautiful. Okay? It's just I can't handle it. It's It's too much. You think it's half a glass of Biscoff and it makes it too sweet? It's honest. Listen, I don't like very sweet things, and it's not too sweet, but it's a lot of calories, right? Like the whipped cream is a lot of calories. The biscuit at the bottom is a lot of calories. Chew cheese, cream cheese thingy is a lot of calories. It's like, oh, you keep track of them. It's not that I keep track of it. It's just my body, like, it's sort of like, okay, that's it. I can't handle it, you know? So, like, when me and my mom, we go to, like, a cafe, we usually order one cheesecake and we...
Dope by Bo. Girl, you really arrived.
Okay, not yet. Okay, pictures first.
You know it's your world, Kane, and I'm just living in it. Just a good girl.
Cheesecake. I think I made like a strawberry cheesecake, but I think she will like this one. Yeah. Yeah, the tiramisu was so good. How do you know? You weren't invited. He's like, oh my god, Skid, the tiramisu was so fire. I was like, what do you mean? You weren't here. I mean, it's like, oh, okay. He was like crawling out of the walls. He was like, please, a crumble. It was good. It was good. I don't remember what was the third one. Was it a brownie? Brownie? I don't remember. I make killer brownies too. Did you make small cupcakes? Oh, I don't. My mom doesn't like cupcakes because she says that it's just dough and that just goes to her ass. She likes creamy things, like creamy fillings. So that's why I don't think I did cupcakes. It's like female logic, you know? Like, she has this thing that whenever she bakes something, she sometimes leaves the dough out and just scoops at the middle of it. You know? Can't argue with that. I don't know if I kind of like it. Like donut? Yeah, she's not a donut person. I like donut. She really liked my brownies though. Cookies are just dough as well. Yeah. So dough doesn't work with creamy. Yeah, she likes to get creamed inside and outside. That's her thing. I can't recall the third thing. You're the evidence? 7 times, buddy. Sorry, 7 times. Nice. Been there, done that. 7 minutes. Oh, dude, that must have been not 7 minutes. It was more than 7. Holy shit. On the counter, in the kitchen, on the floor, on the wall. Bro, can you imagine how much they needed to air out the apartment after that? 7 times, buddy. Did she tell you all that? When she's drunk, she talks more than she should. Honestly. But yeah. I wasn't drunk enough, you know? She was proud. Yeah. Scandalous, mother, scandalous. Same as you. I don't think I ever said ever too much when I'm drunk. Like, I talk a lot, but I never say anything that I wouldn't share otherwise. These are not really secrets. Let drunk stream? Wait, what did I say that was too much? I'm an open book. Like, what? Not too much. Listen, once I will start to bring up like my father's Balzac or something, that, you know, that will be probably too much.
Those thighs sent 1,000 ships. Could I also get a happy birthday, LOL?
Happy birthday! Congratulations, you're old now. I will give you cheesecake, but it's not done yet. Come back tomorrow. But happy birthday! Happy level up day! That's a lie. Yeah, this is a lie. Big Mary, happy birthday! Have a surf truck. Treat yourself. Very good. So natural. Listen, it's the season of giving. Well, not yet, but you know, shed beautifully. Aww, thank you. I'm a professional. Yum yum yum. Good. Yeah, good job. So much good job. It's not even Halloween. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We don't have Halloween. We have an excuse. Oh, maybe we have the Dead People Day. So, you know. My birthday song? Yeah, I'm like, what is
19 months of constantly missing streams but wanting to be a
Aww.
And don't just eat the naked pasta like that.
Why? Why? Why not? I was just touching. I was making sure that it's like, you know, like cooked. Just checking. Yeah. It is still hot. It's alright. It's not that hot. Yeah, it's quality cooked. I was just making sure compared to the not cooked one that they are like bigger. You see? See the size difference? The big boys. Big boy is cool. Okay, guys, queer. Yeah. Pasta is reverse meat. Aww. Reverse meat. Okay, be
She's a
mentally
fine girl, she can eat it however she likes.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, then it's like, oh, okay. It's a penis, dude. Fair enough, fair enough. It's a penis? Oh, dude.
I have money again. Never call
Hooray!
or I riot.
What? At least they didn't call you Romanian. Slovakia is not that bad. Hello? Is it? Aw, you should be honored. Nice Slovakian feathers. Said it is so disgusting. Slovakia is full of fanboys. I thought it's Poland. Could you guys stop being soy everywhere? Like, for fuck's sake, man. Why is it everyone must be soy? Grow some beards, bro. It's Slovenia. No, that's Slovakia. There's two of them. Yum, yum, yum. They are all the same. I said it. I actually don't know why they have such similar names. Like, did they like coordinate it? And then like once copied it, it's like, oh, just switch it up to make sure that it's Slovakia is straight. Oh, so the Slovenians are a fanboys. Yeah. The same with Czechoslovakia. No. Czechoslovakia was because of the Russians, no? Or communism or something. There's no more Czechoslovakia. Now there's Czechia and Slovakia, Slovenia, and whatever. But there was something history. What the hell is happening in the neighborhood? Everybody, they're turning the frogs gay! Yeah! They're turning the frogs gay! For fuck's sake! Everybody's a fanboy! They're stealing the skirts! Remember when I said that this bitch is going to shrink? Remember how it was like this big? And now there is barely anything left? It shrinks so hard! Yeah, but you look at that. Like, unironically, it's such a scam. This was full. It almost looks like it's half empty now. So lame song. They robbed me. Who ate it? Someone robbed me. I can see it now. There have been sins committed against me. This is like for like eating like twice and plus a little because it's like nothing. It's like 90% of it is just like vegetable. So one day, no! Well, because it's like just vegetable, like little, like this bitch is not going to fill me up. Maybe rice and top. Because there's no carbs with it, right? Like there's no pasta. Like the only carbs is like sweet potato. The rest is like whatever. If I did it fast, I would just eliminate it. Yum yum. Sweet potato is starch, 100% carbs. He's mansplaining, Mom! He's mansplaining me! Don't believe it. Ow. Oh. Good food. So good. Nom 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 nom. Good. Calm down now. I'm going to go and good, okay? It was lovely to see you guys. Big kisses. I'm gonna go now. By gooding, I mean I'm going to inhale all of it. You cannot stop me. Oh, it's gonna be good shit. Yes. 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 Mwah, love you.
Join millions growing their career with Coursera. Start learning today.
We've created an ideal combat. Be deployed against the domestic populace. Super soldiers. Go to your room. Get under bed. Mommy needs to get her gun. Covering the military unit.
the creativity that Tetsuya Nomura and the entire Square Enix team put into the various worlds that occupy each of its games. The addition of Disney properties has made it so each world feels extremely different than the prior one. There aren't many video games where its various areas feel so artistically and environmentally vast, but it's just part of the reason that Kingdom Hearts is one of my favorite series. I could have a series where I rank every world in each KH game, and I probably will in the future, but let's give some representation to some of the lesser talked about games in the series. It's harder to determine what is a world and isn't a world in some of the side games, but don't you worry, we'll get into the semantics when we get around to it. Unfortunately, the original worlds of Kingdom Hearts are typically the most interesting and feature all of our major players. So we probably won't see many Disney worlds, but there will be definitely a few included. It can be argued that Disney worlds never again reached both the height and importance they did in KH1, and I tend to agree with that to some degree. I talked all about Disney World in my bracket video with my friend Max from Daily Kingdom Hearts 4 News, so if you'd like more content on the full breadth of Disney World, go check it out. Before we scavenge through each game, I'll let you know what I typically value in a good Kingdom Hearts world, and even a good video game world overall. So you may value things completely different from me, but my opinion is the only one that matters, and everything I say here is 100% right. Anyway, I really appreciate a well-paced world that drives the story forward. It should also be environmentally interesting, and it can't hurt to be backed by a great musical score. We'll get into more specific criteria and such nonsense as we traverse through each game. Now that we know that I will be the judge, the jury, and the answer to wise, let's get into the best world from each Kingdom Hearts game. Kingdom Hearts 1 probably has the most worlds where I can accept someone having them as their personal number one. There were a few contentions, but one still stands head and shoulders above the rest. Hollow Bastion feels like the gothic gateway to the rest of the series. As soon as you land in the Rising Falls, it feels far more important and more rich than any other world we've traveled to so far on our journey. I think it was really enhanced by the fact that this is the first time we've seen a sprawling castle illustrated in the 15th century. They could have easily used a Disney property like Beauty and the Beast or Cinderella, but I think it was very intentional that they did. It really makes Hollow Bastion feel so eerie, and it makes the players feel out of their element for the first time since touching down back in Traverse Town. In many ways, it feels both ancient and modern, with whispers of Ansem starting to ring around my head. I love practically everything about this world, from Bee swimming around the cosmos to save Belle, all the way to Donald bonking the heart of the sword on his head. It feels like Square is keeping the promise that they made in the lead-up to the game, and this is truly the crossover between Disney and Final Fantasy. It has aspects that are cartoonish and silly while simultaneously juggling serious and intense emotional moments, and tonally it all works flawlessly. Another big positive in my book is the willingness to change the playstyle and pace when needed in Hollow Bastion. You aren't rushing through these beautiful chapels and smashing X to win. It really wants you to stop down, take in the vibes, and move some books around the library. We get stuck with the useless wooden sword and complete multiple puzzles and use the various tools at our disposal to discover and open chests. It has these alien-looking switches that can trigger these unique elevators to help us traverse the number of floors of the castle and find both Riku and his Maleficent. Getting to the basement requires interacting with these bubbles. Did you know you could freeze the bubbles? I'm not sure what that was, but the bubbles are quite neat. I love this idea that not everything in the world needs to make sense to have the player understand things. Hollow Bastion being a fully original Kingdom Hearts world allows them to freely add these unique aspects that also still feel intuitive to the player. These bubbles and switches throughout the castle really draw your attention, and you want to interact with them immediately to see if they do anything. It almost feels as if Nomura had this world in his mind and then worked backwards from there. The game has been building up to this throughout, and it rewards the player for finally reaching it. Even though I think the game is rewarding you, I didn't say it would be a long and hard. Difficulty-wise, it feels like a real big step up for the player, but not in a way that is grating or infuriating. It has 4 boss fights, 5 if you include the Return Visit, which are either thematically rich, mechanically interesting, or in the case of Riku and Ansem, both. After getting called the Delivery Boy and getting our wooden sword, we finally unlock the front door and face off with Riku in the entrance hall. I wouldn't say that this is the best fight on a technical level, but it really serves as the thesis of the series, as signified through both the battle and the cutscene. My friends or my power still rings true and identifies as the tagline for the series. It's probably the biggest line that reached outside the KH community and not become some sort of meme. I really like how after this, there's a big gap in between fights before what is essentially a boss rush. This allows you to explore the castle without being scared of moving into each new area. Then the pace really picks up. The game also allows you to stop down and get your affairs in order before doing battle with Maleficent. It doesn't immediately push you into battle, and you can go out and do some more exploring if you are feeling up to it. I'm not going to claim that Maleficent's first fight is all that interesting either, but I really enjoyed the environmental interaction here, as the game encourages you to use gravity on Maleficent's floating platform, which is foreshadowed from the floating chest earlier in the world. She'll also throw out her moves at you, which forces you to divert your focus equally between her and them. You will certainly know that finishing her off really means you just beat her for spades. We get the first clue that Riku is completely fallen to darkness when he shows up and releases Maleficent's heart with zero hesitation. This boy, who only once yearned to see other worlds outside of his own, has taken someone else's life as if it were his only purpose. At this point, it has become clearer to the player that others are pulling strings, a puppet master, if you will. After dispatching Maleficent's dragon form, we make our way to the Grand Hall. The Riku Anthem fight is my favorite in all of Kingdom Hearts 1. It feels like a back and forth duel between former best friends and kind of strips you of all the tools you've been using up to this point. No party members, no summons, no magic. It's just you versus Riku, and it's probably the most difficult boss fight in the base game. Our second visit to Hollow Bastion results in a battle with Behemoth as his final evil. I'm not gonna lie to you, this fight fucking sucks and is immediately undercut by fighting other Behemoths in the Behemoth King. But love the lore implication that the final evil will release a super cognizant Behemoth Phantom currency, so that even if it's not explicitly stated in the dialogue of the game. Not to mention the castle serves as residence to the secret bait boss himself, unknown, aka Xemnas, which is the black-coated cherry on top. Okay, that was a lot of Hollow Bastion talk. It just happens to be one of my favorite worlds in the entire series. So full of life and interesting details that always make it a world I'm looking forward to in future playthroughs. Destiny Islands, Traverse Town, End of the World, and Monstro were all at the top of my list. They do have other aspects that I rank above Hollow Bastion, but in my eyes it's the full package for any kind of gamer playing Kingdom Hearts. I'll include both Chain of Memories and Rechain of Memories in one entry, as one is just a pretty faithful 3D remake of the other. Chain of Memories is one of our fringe cases, as if they are technically worlds or just fragments of Sora's memories. Either way, I'm going to pick my favorite. In Sora's story, the returning worlds from KH1 play out slightly differently. I like how they incorporate the memory loss concept into the story, and that in turn affects how each world plays out. Unfortunately, on Riku's side of things, he barely gets the story. You travel through the various Disney worlds with no rhyme or reason, and all the story aspects come at the beginning and then in between each world. So I'll select the best world for Sora, for Riku, and the best overall. As I said, Sora has more options, so it's a little more difficult for me. I won't be counting the 13th floor that's entitled Castle Oblivion as a world, since it's just Marluxia's penthouse suite and not separate from the rest of the castle. With that in mind, it was between Olympus Coliseum, Twilight Town, and Destiny Island. The latter two serve far more story significance than the former, but I quite like the changes made to Olympus, as it's more than a glorified way to introduce Cups and Cloud Stripe to Kingdom Hearts. It feels like we get a complete story in one go, whereas in KH1 Olympus, we're expected to come back here multiple times over the course of the game. But I don't think there's enough there to compete with your Twilight Towns or your Destiny Islands. I'm going to go ahead and pick Twilight Town, purely on the vibes emanating from the world. If the organization's introduction didn't change the series for good, then Twilight Town's inclusion definitely did. It perfectly sets up the idea within the game that we're traveling back to worlds that Sora has already been to. When we get to Twilight Town, it completely changed the tone of the game and led to many forum posts speculating on what Twilight Town was. Even as traveling through it, you're unsure of exactly what to think, and it really leaves you with this uneasy feeling, much like Hollow Bastion in KH1. Vibes alone don't put Twilight Town in my top spot. It features important organizational lore as well. The world ends with a tough battle against Vexen. It shows how antagonistic the organization can be, as Vexen is more interested in his experiments than in his survival. Even though Axel, Lexine, and Marluxia seemed pretty in control of the situation, Vexen butted his way onto the Twilight Town mansion lawn. Axel pulls up to the party to Thanos snap Vexen out of existence, and as players, we are now aware of the cracks forming within the organization. Moving over to Riku's side of things, we can only really pick between Destiny Islands, Twilight Town, and Hollow Bastion, since those are the only worlds where things actually happen for our boy. Hollow Bastion serves as our introduction to Reverse Rebirth and provides more content about Riku's time living in the castle. Destiny Island serves as the ending of Riku's battle with the organization. I tend to lean more towards Destiny Islands both here and overall as the best world in Chain of Memories. This is actually the most recent time that we can run around as Sora or Riku on the beaches of Destiny Island, which is kind of unfortunate, but it makes it more special when we do so. I like what they did with Zexion and how he manipulates Riku's journey to his former home. It feels like one of the few times that reality begins to work for our main character in the first few games of the Kingdom Hearts series, and it even gets references in future entries. We get to fight off Zexion disguised as the dark side, and in Rechain we do battle with Zexion himself on the floating island. After Zexion retreats to the castle, Axel once again offs another member. On Sora's side of things, there's not as much going on. But Naminé finally reveals the truth to Sora about what's going on inside of Castle Oblivion, and it's actually a very important moment for Sora's character. Even though Naminé was manipulating Sora in his memories, he still wants to help because that's just the kind of character that he is. It really puts a stamp on Sora's character moving forward and how he acts towards everyone he meets, and in some cases, people he's never met. Before we move on to the best world in Kingdom Hearts 2, I want to acknowledge the excellent new field theme arranged for this iteration of Destiny Island. If they had used the OG KH1 version, it wouldn't have worked, as Destiny Island is far closer to the endgame in Chain of Memories. It really sets the tone as we move closer to our confrontations with Marluxia and Ansem, respectively.
Nothing but sauce. Who got the sauce?
That's me.
The first day back from maternity leave is so weird. We get it. Find a caregiver who does too. When it's not you, it's care.com.
Need a new mattress but confused by all the choices? At Mattress Firm, we make it easy. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a perfect mattress. And right now, you can get any size mattress for one low price, starting at $249.99. Mattress Firm, we make sleep easy.
Every story ends, but not this one. Watch this. You can send a Grand Master who trained 20 years to a village turned into a cyber city.
Wait, what?
Or a vampire who's scared of the mosquito. Ew. Or even make them fall in love.
So you can literally jump into
Actually, turns out, I'm not the only one. Everyone's already here. The story must go on. OOC, the playable anime.
Kingdom Hearts 2 runs into the same issues as Kingdom Hearts 1, where all the interesting stuff seems to happen in our KH original worlds. No Disney worlds can really hold a candle to Twilight Town, Hollow Bastion, or The World That Never Was. The World That Never Was probably has the most going on as a de facto boss rush as you move into Castle. I'm not as interested in the actual design of the world outside of the verticality of it. Like a lot of KH2, it's really lacking a ton of interesting level design, but it has some highlights in the Proof of Existence and the Ruin in Creation's Passage. I love the prologue in Twilight Town. Even though it's pretty empty on NPCs, it still feels so full of life. You get to do all these little small-scale tasks as Roxas and convenient struggle matches. Returning later in the game as Sora also has one of the more satisfying power creates in the series compared to what we used to do on Struggle Core. It still feels so different from everything else in the series. The charm levels are off the charts, but I don't have it in my top spot. When I think of a perfectly paced Kingdom Hearts world, I think of our various visits to Hollow Bastion. After taking one game off the top spot, Hollow Bastion strikes again as it's being rebuilt back into Radiant Garden. Our first visit serves as essentially our reintroduction to Sora, Donald, and Goofy as they stretch their legs after a long nap. It's also our upworld in KH2 along with Twilight Town, and I quite like the different feelings evoked in Hollow Bastion between games. The first time we touch down, it's eerie and mysterious, but in KH2 it feels more homey and familiar. We get reunited with Merlin, the FF gang, and Cloud. Not to mention we have Sephiroth, Tifa, Yuna, Riku, and Pain running around as well. It really makes the world feel lived in with all these recognizable characters running around, which really adds to the mystique of the world in KH1 and how, no pun intended, hollow it feels by comparison. The first visit doesn't have all that much to actually talk about in terms of content, with just a couple of mob fights and heading to the Bailey to help out Leon. So we can stop down here and talk about the world design, which really elevates it in my eyes. KH2 definitely struggled in the overall world design category, but Hollow Bastion feels like a real step up, with most of the effort going into these original worlds. We have many multi-tiered areas that make the world more interesting to traverse, with more areas becoming available as the story progresses. It doesn't feel like it's soft-locking you from areas either. It feels natural with the progression throughout your visits here. Outside of the Cavern of Remembrance, I have the Burrow and Ansem Study as some of my favorite spots in the game. The Burrow has a lot of verticality to it, and it feels like a real place where people live. The houses are tightly packed together, making it a bit claustrophobic on the base level, but it's in service of the Heartless battles that take place here. Not to mention, you can put your Vans on and skateboard like we're back in 2006. Ansem Study is just an office space, but it includes some of the best scenes in the entire game, and is important to the lore of not only the series, but also our main antagonist, Xemnas. After completing most of our first visits to the Disney World in KH2, we returned for one of the series' greatest heights. This is probably the most exciting 120 minutes in the entire series from front to back. So much happens that I'll just list it here. 3, 2, 1. We talk to Cloud. We meet the Golden Tree. Introduction to Ansem Study. Tifa shows up and kicks the wall. Ansem Computer will send you into Space Paranoid. Mickey shows up. Sora and Sephiroth. Cavern of Remembrance open. Dance Water Dance. Goofy fucking dies. They'll pay for this. Battle with our FF friend. Goofy's not actually dead. Stitch is here for some reason. Talk to the Chamber of Repose. Xemnas walks as slowly as possible to the Chamber of Repose. Battle of 1,000 Heartless, more PNGs, whatever you prefer. A single cutscene with Xemnas, Saïx, Axel, and Maleficent. Riku loses with Cecil Ice Cream and a photo of the Twilight Town. In terms of raw content, I don't think I need to explain why this is so great. It's definitely a bit fanficky, but in the best way possible. Once again, this is what Kingdom Hearts was marketed as, a crossover between Disney and Final Fantasy, and Hollow Bastion and KH2 probably delivers on that more than any world in the entire series. Lots of stuff stands out here, but I'm personally more interested in the final mix edition and how this visit is wrapped up with all of our major players involved. KH2 FM added 2 scenes that occur almost right in the middle of this Hollow Bastion visit and gives us more context for the organization and Xemnas. Xemnas' mysterious connection to Aqua's armor works for both players who are in the know and who aren't. It gives the player more of a connection to Xemnas and his background than the OG version of the game provides. Also, seeing Zexion and Vexen in KH2 was nice for those who've missed out on changed memories. It's one of the few times in KH2 we get content of the organization outside of their usual meeting room. It's a nice reprieve in the storm of crazy shit that goes down here, while not overly saying it's welcome or needlessly adding in scenes to pad the runtime. Not only does Hollow Bastion help the pacing of the game significantly, but it also sets up an interesting dilemma for Sora moving forward. That aforementioned cutscene between our major players has Saïx serve as the ultimate antagonist towards Sora, letting Sora in on the idea that the organization has been goading Sora into killing Heartless in their pursuit of Kingdom Hearts. Now, even as a player, you are constantly thinking that every Heartless you're killing is actively helping the organization. After we just got done killing 1,000 Heartless, it's a tough pill to swallow that all our work to this point has been for naught. It feels like the only time in the series that you will be mindfully killing Heartless as opposed to the typical mindless murder. Our final visit is more about the Space Paranoid program bleeding over into Hollow Bastion than Hollow Bastion itself, but we do get the reveal that Hollow Bastion's true name is Radiant Garden. This follows along with KH2's themes of duality that are strung throughout the entire game. Before we move on, I want to talk about the other Final Mix edition in the Cavern of Remembrance. The only endgame dungeon in the series has reached legendary status for its design and atmosphere. It has highly powered Heartless and nobodies in every corridor and incentivizes the player to build their movement abilities to make it through. It almost completely ignores the design philosophy of the entire game and makes the most creative and enjoyable platforming sections of KH2. It has great juxtaposition as we travel through this cavern, only to reach these white, mysterious hallways filled with danger. Once we reach the Guardian's Assemblage, it feels like a satisfying experience that you feel you've earned. It reminds me a lot of the Proof of Existence room from the world that never was, and its mystique and symbolism. I can't say a ton about the Cavern of Remembrance that hasn't already been said. Structurally, 358 over 2 days is the most unique game in the series. Instead of traveling to worlds one at a time, Roxas, along with the other organization members, are tasked with missions in different worlds and bounce between them. There isn't one consistent story for a world. It's spread out over many visits. With that being said, is there any other choice outside of Twilight Town? Maybe there could be an argument for the world that never was, but Twilight Town is the epicenter of where the day's story occurs, and it's central to the friendship between Roxas, Axel, and Xion. It also has content and connection to the prologue and the simulation of Twilight Town and what it means to both Roxas and the series as a whole. It feels like we're just now getting the full context of Twilight Town, and by the time we get back to Encaged 3, it feels like a distant memory. We get a lot of content in Twilight Town as we are constantly coming back here throughout the game. I'm not going to go into every single little detail, but I will go over the things that I enjoy in the world and its importance to Roxas' story. First off, we know that Roxas was born in Twilight Town, found by Xemnas, where he joins the organization and is given his name. Roxas' time in the organization shapes the character we meet in Kingdom Hearts 2 with this sense of angst and rebellion towards authority. Throughout the course of the game, Roxas is told exactly what he's supposed to be doing, and his only reprieve comes from having ice cream on the clock tower in Twilight Town. Axel extends the proverbial olive branch here by getting Roxas ice cream for the first time, which in turn Roxas would do the same for Xion. I really enjoyed all the small cutscenes on the clock tower, which you only get in the DS version of the game, where Roxas, Axel, and Xion talk about mostly nothing, but it gives us more context for their character motivations and actions. This is why the Cecil trio is far and away the most developed of the group, as they have the most screen time together. Days as a whole allows us to plop down, stop, and smell the sea salt ice cream with these characters, so that things that happen later on mean something. And Twilight Town serves as the perfect hub world for these encounters. Outside of the tutorial, we don't really do any missions here with someone other than Axel or Xion, so it always just felt more intimate and sacred between the three of them. We had Pence ask us stupid questions. We had multiple times where one of them almost fell off the clock tower. Seriously guys, maybe we shouldn't hang out up here. And we did battle together, even if sometimes it was against one another. Giving the trio this whole separate world for them to be in together really shows the divide between them and the rest of the organization. Like, we're at the cool kids table, and Zaldin is the kid who has to take his lunch into the bathroom stall. I'm not going to go too hard on the physical environment or the boss fights in Days, as this was Square's first foray into 3D handheld Kingdom Hearts games. Days is a more than serviceable Kingdom Hearts game, and can be quite fun if you read the manual on this whole panel system thing. I think the most important thing when it comes to talking about Twilight Town is that there isn't a clunker like Ruler of the Sky or Leechgrave that ruins the experience. Most boss fights here are either forgettable or fun, which means overall Twilight Town ranks above average when it comes to the game's combat. Overall, most of the more tedious and nauseating missions are coming from the Disney worlds, and Twilight Town gets off practically scot-free, outside of Pence of course. We get other great moments that I'd like to highlight here as well. Xion drops her hood and reveals her face to Roxas. Xion first learns how to use the Keyblade. Axel karate chops Xion unconscious, and Riku reveals his handsome form to Mickey. All of these are fantastic moments, and on top of that are extremely well written, which I can't say for all of the games in the series. But in my mind, one Twilight Town moment stands above the rest. With Days' unconventional structure, the big final battle really takes place in our unofficial hub world, which can't be said for any other games in the series as far as I can remember. Xion knows that she has to go away now, leading to one final confrontation with Roxas where she uses up all of her strength. On top of the deep emotional trauma given to 10-year-olds worldwide, the moment is enhanced by disgracing the place where true friendship was born. Where this friendship once began, it was going to end, and it adds a whole new emotion that you don't typically get from the final boss. I did a whole video on why I think Xion is the best final boss in the series, so check that one out if you haven't already. Let's finally get to a non-original world, as I think it's fair to say that most of the original worlds featured in Birth by Sleep are subpar at best. We basically spend no time in the Land of Departure or the Mysterious Tower. While the Keyblade Graveyard has a ton of good story stuff, its level design is abysmal with a measly 3 rooms to explore. It may have worked better had we not visited it over the course of the story. For me, the worlds in contention are Enchanted Dominion, Radiant Garden, and Neverland. We never quite reach the heights of those worlds in the rest of the game as we do in these 3 worlds. I could definitely be convinced to go Radiant Garden here on its moments alone, but I'm honestly tired of talking about Olive Bastion / Radiant Garden. I actually tend to lean Enchanted Dominion here, but I can understand having either of the two at your top spot. I enjoy all 3 protagonists' visits here for different reasons. They all serve distinct purposes, but they're all good nonetheless. We'll go in the Nomura sanction order, which we will never disobey, meaning that Terra's up first, and he's probably my favorite of the 3. It's short and sweet and straight to the point, as I am far more interested in the story ramifications here than the actual environment or combat. As Terra, we're only given access to Aurora's castle. Enchanted Dominion feels like one of the few worlds in BBS where each character gets something very different to do. This is also forced upon you as Terra's first visit to a Disney World, which I think was intentional on the part of Square Enix for a specific purpose. Terra is almost immediately manipulated by Maleficent when touching down in Enchanted Dominion, and that started a pattern for Terra's story throughout the game. He's the only one constantly interacting with villains of each world and having to face his darkness head on. Terra stops over here looking for Master Xehanort, and Maleficent is withholding some information she has on his whereabouts. It's clear that Xehanort was putting plans in place which would eventually come into view in KH1, so this world serves as a precursor to that. Maleficent manipulated Terra's darkness to take Aurora's heart with his Keyblade, but it's unclear if Xehanort had prepped Maleficent for said situation, or if she knew that the Keyblade was needed to take someone else's heart. It adds more depth to Maleficent and her relationship with Xehanort before Kingdom Hearts 1. As for Terra, it causes a rift to be created between the Wayfinder trio, especially between Aqua and Terra. This also leads to Terra using his connection to darkness to his advantage moving forward. He gets close to other Disney villains like the Evil Queen or Hades before turning his back on them at the opportune times. It's clear that after his run-in with Maleficent, Terra is starting to realize how his sheltered life in the land of departure is actively causing his naivety. Terra would later on ensure Aqua that he's fighting the darkness, but in his own way, and I think this visit to Enchanted Dominion really kicks off Terra's story arc. As for the gameplay side of things, Terra doesn't get a ton to do. He moves from one cutscene to the next, with optional mob battles in between. The most interesting aspect for Terra is his final boss battle against the Wheelmaster. The Wheelmaster is a Sleeping Beauty-inspired Unverse, and one of the better Unverse bosses in the whole game. It's like a combination of a spindle and a horse, and its attacks reflect that. The boss arena is the giant main hall of the castle, which doesn't have a ton of things going on, but it has these super neat support beams that you can utilize with Terra's rough mobility. We can move over to Ventus's visit here, which takes place mostly in Maleficent's castle. Her castle is far more interesting and has lots of platforming puzzle sections, especially when compared to Aurora's. Each character also gets to interact with different characters from Enchanted Dominion, as Ventus mostly converses with the good fairies Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. The goal is to find Aurora's heart that Terra released within Maleficent's castle and return it. It's not anything groundbreaking, nor does it alter the course of the story, but it's just a lot of fun. We get to do battle with Maleficent's goons, which is the only time we get actual Disney common enemies in all of BBS. The castle plays out pretty similarly to how you would traverse any evil castle, full of enemies and broken legends for some reason. Osha will be in contact with Maleficent. But what I really like is when we get to Maleficent's throne room. It's full of these colorful transporters, and walls will appear when you get close to them. It's got a significant puzzle aspect to it that we've been lacking since Kingdom Hearts 1, and it's really nice to see something like this in BBS. I think this was brought on by being on PSP, as the capabilities were massively stripped back, and Square had to get creative with their world design. I'm not going to pretend like the puzzle is anything complicated, but it's still an enjoyable change of pace before going face to face with Maleficent. We're joined by the good fairies, and they will occasionally help you put Maleficent to sleep briefly and get in a few combos. A really enjoyable fight, and one of Ventus's best world visits in the whole game as far as I'm concerned. Aqua probably has the worst visit of the three, but I think it's still neat. Her whole visit mostly takes place in Maleficent's castle as well, but we do get fully introduced to Prince Philip here in the dungeons. We get these fun little mob fights where we need to lift for Philip to reach and release the winch and escape the castle. The move foreshadows what needs to be done in the Dragon Maleficent fight to get up on her back and put in some damage. I don't have a ton to say about Aqua's visit to Enchanted Dominion. It does feel like she always gets the short end of the stick when compared to what the other two get to do. We also get a nice crossover scene between Aqua and Ventus, and I also want to shed light on the OST here. Not only is it my favorite score for any Disney World in the series, but it's also shockingly good for a just fine movie. Recoded is probably the game I'm least versed in when compared to the rest, so it's a bit harder to select what the best world is. I couldn't be asked to pretend that any of what's actually going on here matters, but I will say that the combat is a small step up from its DS predecessor. On the things happen here scale, it's really only between Hollow Bastion and Castle Oblivion. Hey, it's not my fault that they leave all the interesting stuff for the original KH world. I'll show Castle Oblivion some love here, as we get some much needed Roxas content outside of Day. Anytime Roxas and Sora appear on screen at the same time, it's basically peak cinema. Once again, none of this is really pushing the story forward, and I don't think that anyone would claim it to be so. It's very clear that this was a phone game remixed for the DS that they wanted to tie into the rest of the series any way they could. That's why we get a single line of dialogue about Data Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3. They needed to justify its existence for some reason. It's basically a walk through the worlds we've already visited and yet another battle with Pete, but I'm more interested in the little interstitials with Roxas and the battle against him at the end. Olobatchin is probably more new stuff, but I'm more interested in what's happening in Castle Oblivion in its first real return since Chain of Memories, as it only briefly appears as a cutscene-only world in Days and Birth by Sleep. I just think Castle Oblivion Recoded means more for the series overall, even if in the grand scheme of things it doesn't mean all that much. I just thought it was neat.
Your body changes. So should your mattress. Sleep Number. To a good night's sleep. Ask your doctor if Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen, is right for you.
Cart takes a quarter?
It's a rental. All they just pay for cart wranglers. The savings go straight to you.
Differences that save you money.
Get in there. Around at them savings.
It's an Aldi thing. Dream Drop seems to suffer from having weak worlds overall. I don't hate the game or anything, but I'm not in love with any of them when I think back to it. To pick the best world, we should take a closer look at Traverse Town, The World That Never Was, and Symphony of Sorcery. The World That Never Was is solid. I really like Sora's side of things, with the warped reality and his boss fight against Xemnas. On the other hand, Riku gets a lot to do, and his character arc throughout the game is fantastic, but I'm not a big fan of any of his boss fights. People complain a lot about the young Xehanort fight, but it's actually probably my favorite of the bunch. Xemnas choking out the corporate mascot does put this close to the top spot, but not quite. Symphony of Sorcery is full of creativity, but I think the concept is greater than the execution. Much like Timeless River, I really enjoy the creative swing they took, and I hope to see more in the future. But looking back at these worlds, there's not a whole lot going on. It's fair to have them at your respective top spots for the inventiveness and willingness to do something different, which I respect. But Traverse Town and Dream Drop Distance took on a popular world from the very first game and expanded on it in the most satisfying way possible. Instead of the FF gang being here again, Square used one of their other popular properties in The World Ends With You. They added a whole new vibe to the space and interact with Sora very differently from the characters of Final Fantasy. It kind of makes DDD more memorable overall, and I think Dream Drop did that throughout with fun and creative ideas. Some hit and some missed. Traverse Town gains all of these additional districts, the mailroom and the Fountain Plaza. It almost put KH1 Traverse Town to shame with how much they added. The mailroom in general is such a fun expansion of the mailbox from the first game, and is extremely childish in the best possible way. Traverse Town is the only world we get to visit twice in the main campaign for both Sora and Riku, even if I don't have all that much to say for the second. Sora's side of things serve as our introduction to the concept of Dream Drop Distance, the Tui characters, and Dream Years as well. Sora has always been that blank canvas that you can put practically anything on, and it's always fun to see him interact with something unusual or fun. On Sora's side of the world, we have Neku and Rhyme, while Riku gets beat Sheik. And Jonquil basically have this split in both iterations. I love how they incorporated the main plot of The World Ends With You and made it a part of your various visits to Traverse Town. They don't feel the need to over-explain why they're there, and I'm perfectly fine with that in this strange setting. The Tui game feels very different from the other characters Sora and Riku have interacted with so far in their respective journeys. So there are fun character moments like Sora not understanding the concept of the last name, or Riku getting hit on by someone other than Sora. Taco Monkey serves as the boss fight for our first visit here, and once again he feels like one of the more enjoyable Dream Game boss. I just like how goofy they got with his design. He randomly has boxing gloves and is like some sort of Jack in the Box. Not to mention it also gets a keyblade created after its design when you complete your second visit here. Speaking of the second visit, it mostly serves as an introduction to the spell. Spelunky seems to be the only Dream Eater boss that can travel to a different world on its own, which is pretty cool, and I like the continuity over the different worlds. Spelunky also has the ability to summon other bosses we faced, apparently, and Sora gets this weird little boss rush in the 3rd district. Pretty sure it's the only time that a boss rush is canon within the game. They also managed to make the already sleepy field and battle themes of Traverse Town and KH1 more sleepy. Dreamdrop actually has one of my favorite OSTs of the series, as it has more consistency throughout with its dreamlike song. The world is also chock full of post-game content to come back and enjoy. On top of the different portals, we have Flip Rush in the 4th district, and we can also battle the only super boss in the game here, Julius, in the Town Plus. I honestly didn't like Flip Rush all that much, but once you get the hang of it, it can be quite fun. Only slightly annoying that you have to get a star ranking for every single matchup for the Platinum, but totally doable. And like I said prior, I think Square really wanted to sell Dreamdrop from the creative aspect, and using Julius from a short film Disney wants you to forget about is absolutely a swing for the fences. And I think the fight is solid too. It had been a minute since we got a Disney Super Bowl, and Runaway Brain just so happens to be one of my personal favorite Disney short films. Let us not forget that beating Julius grants us the ultimate weapon, and I'm so very thankful they went this route as opposed to some weird bullshit that required linking with your Meow Wow 15,000 times. I don't know if 0.2's 4 different areas count as worlds, but they were at one time worlds before they fell to darkness, so good enough to count in my book. Obviously, we have a lot fewer worlds to pick from and a lot less content each world, considering this game takes most people about 2 or 3 hours to complete. Funnily enough, I think this is the most foregone conclusion on which of these worlds I'm picking. And the world I'm picking is the world within. I think they had to get most creative with the world within, as it's Storm Woodlands but in the realm of darkness. It's probably the least intuitive of the 3 princess worlds, and it ended up being far and away the best. In its original iteration in Break by Sleep, the best concept was their use of the magic mirror as a boss fight for both Terra and Aqua. Here they stuck with that and used the mirror as both a metaphor for Aqua's journey so far and a way to travel through the world. Each mirror has a different room behind it, with 3 being different from the other. These other mirrors instantly stick out and direct the player in the correct direction without flat out saying what needs to be done. They each have a unique gimmick. One is flipping upside down and keeping you within a confined space, one is using mirrors to direct platforms, and one is recognizing a pattern to escape a loop. All great puzzle stuff that I enjoy, but this time it's actively working in service of the story and the disorientation of being in the dark world. Each time you finish one of these mirrors, you encounter Phantom Aqua. She's basically just a precursor to the anti-Aqua and the design and combat abilities. I would argue that this is the best use of a dark version of one of our protagonists and the anti-Sora, unless you count Terra Force as the same thing. But as I said, it works with the theme of the game, and how Aqua surviving in the darkness is more of an internal battle, as we know that her physical abilities are more than capable of keeping her alive. KH3 has always got unfair hate. It's not the best game, but it's certainly not the worst like some people try to make it out to be. But its original worlds really disappointed me for the most part. It's neat to get all of these NPCs in Twilight Town, but it's weirdly a shell of its former self when it could have been expanded upon like Traverse Town and Dreamdrop. Keyblade Graveyard once again has all the great story moments, but the actual level design is just as boring and poor as in Break by Sleep. And most of the other original worlds were left to be cutscene only, so those can't really be in contention either. The only ones I like are the final worlds and Skull and Kyla, but they are just far too short, even with Remind, well, in mind. So for me, it comes down to Olympus and the Caribbean. I think KH3 starts off so sharply with Olympus, as it shows how far the series has come from KH1, and sets the tone for the rest of the game as well. They have lots of great set pieces, and it's also the tutorial world for this game, which I think is the only time we can say that for a Disney film. But I think in terms of raw content, the Caribbean has to take the cake. I mean, we get our own fucking pirate ship. Literally, what else could you possibly want? As for the world visit, the Caribbean has the most variety. We get mob fights, ship fights, crab collection, ship race, and an underwater section. KH3 worlds are much longer than typical from prior games, but the Caribbean feels like the most valid when it comes to the extended runtime. The only thing I'm not super high on is the actual story. As far as I can tell, it follows one of the Pirates of the Caribbean films, and it's not all that engaging. However, it is enhanced by Luxor and even Vector's inclusion in the world. When we first land in the Caribbean, we can notice that Sora, Donald, and Goofy have a bit of a more realistic look to them, with the pirate outfits fit in better than they did in Cage 2. The underwater section finally has good controls and a lot of area to traverse through, but probably one of the most forgettable Cage 3 bosses is the Lightning King. He pretty much moves around at the slowest possible pace and barely attacks, and I beat out my first try with all broken parts. We get a far more entertaining boss fight against the Raging Vulture, where we have to ride Vaporfly to get on the Vulture's back. It has a very interesting gimmick, even if it's quite easy as well. Luxor has the most interesting stuff in the world, and I like that it feels like there are 3 different parties with different motives. When we touch down on the docks of Port Royal, we're tasked with collecting 300 white crabs, which apparently upgrade the ship. It's a nice way to incentivize exploration, and it doesn't hard cap you at 300. And you can collect more and upgrade your ship in preparation for the battle with Luxor. I like the battle with Luxor's ship and the Kraken fight, but Davy Jones is much more memorable. Davy Jones is unfortunately one of the few Disney bosses to get in Cage 3, and he's probably one of the best on a technical level. It also has the Kraken occasionally slamming its tentacles down, which you need to keep an eye out for. It's definitely one of the more challenging fights in the base game. All of the stuff we talked about so far is great and all, but for me this world takes the top spot because it provides many endgame or post-visit objectives. Not only do you have to upgrade your ship and defeat 200 enemies for the Platinum Trophy, but there are many islands to check out that are optional on your first visit here. These aren't just there to collect crabs either, most of them encourage you to do more discovering as they have hidden or sunken treasure. And these chests typically have some of the best synthesis material or accessories in the game. Most Disney World and Cage 3 either don't require you to return, or if they do, it's typically for a very specific reason. But I found myself actively wanting to ride around my ship and see what the other islands on the map have in store for me. Outside of that, I also really enjoyed how they developed Sora and Jack's relationship between the visits in Cage 2 and Cage 3. It's clear that Sora really wanted to be a pirate going all the way back to building a raft to escape Jet Island. So he looks up to Jack much like he does with Hercules, though Jack is probably not the greatest protagonist in the Disney canon. Kingdom Hearts worlds have varied greatly over the years, much like the games they emanate from. The worlds I've talked about today meet my personal criteria for what makes a great Kingdom Hearts world. Gun to my head, let's do a mini ranking of the best of the best. Cage 1 Hall of Action and Cage 2 Hall of Action in our top 2 spots, followed by Twilight Town from Days and Traverse Town from Raindrop. Then we have 2 Dominion from Birds by Sleep and Caribbean from Cage 3. And round out the bottom of the list with Destiny Islands from Chain of Memories, the World of Day from Zero Point 2, and the Last Playing Capital World. If you are looking for Union Cross, Dark Road, or Recast World, I sincerely apologize. These games are unfortunately completely unplayable now, so I don't have a good reference point for what the worlds would be. Square if you'd like to get on. But if anyone has a variety of
Dude, last part of the rules is a little scary. Okay, let me pull up my rules. Hey Tanya, I just need to put on... I finally finished my hair. I just need to put on something that isn't this. Okay. Let me see what Suzuki said. Or what Suzuki's talking about. I have to be able to... How do I had to pull up my chat rules. I sure hope their critique is high IQ and well thought out. It's high IQ and well thought out. I sure wouldn't want to, I sure wouldn't want to punish someone before I've even done anything. Okay. God, I look like a fucking Billy Bob right now. You know what they're referring to? Yeah. That's kind of what I'm getting at, Tanya, is I'm pretty sure they're just saying gibberish, but I'm just making sure. I'm just verifying before I do something. But yeah, how's your day been so far? I had a late start, obviously. Well, not really a late start. It's just I was on the phone doing client readings before I could get on here. Oh my god, it's so hard to just find the fucking rules. Fuck me. God damn it. I hate. Okay. I saw it. The last rule. If you clicked off this without reading, I will know, and I will definitely ban you all. Okay. That's good. Okay, Suzuki didn't. Then my final rule is working as intended, Suzuki. Oh. Peak autism concept. You're out of ads. What a relief. Oh my god. Some good tea. Now where are my earrings? Oh my god. Blah blah blah. What am I gonna do tonight? Okay. Is there anything else I need? Where's the necklace? It's the most important part. That ties the whole fucking room together. Where are you? Hello? Hello? Where are you? How could a necklace that huge go missing? Hello? Heirloom necklace? Where are you? Where are you? Really kind of need you. I've been working on a project in the Astral, but it seems my design is flawed with what I'm making. What are you working on exactly? What kind of project is this? Oh my god, this is triggering me. God, that tastes good. I lost my favorite hair tie recently. Yes, I really need this necklace. Because it's not like there's a whole lot of places it could be. It's a very finite amount of places where it may lie. I'm working on a stealth suit that use active camo tech and AR goggles that give it an augment. Wait, let me turn this on. Oh yes, that give a augmented reality heads-up display, and the goggles are the crappy part, along with the actual active camo. It's kind of hard to get working. Like, it works, but it's not perfectly invisible. But I don't think it's possible with the tech we have. ATM. I think right now they're really close to that technology physically, but yeah, it's still not perfect. And I think it might actually be impossible now anyway, since we literally have thermal vision, or wait, I think you said something about thermals. Yeah, it has to have the thermal part under control. Holy fuck, where could I have put this necklace? Because now that I think about it, I remember I was on some like allergy meds last night, and I remember passing out really hard. So I know it's hidden somewhere. Hi, who's the first time chatter? Dark Master Tarot. Hello. What's up? I hope you're not just in here just because you can see my thighs right now. That would be very unbecoming. Yeah, that's like a thing I accounted for. The suit is also meant to keep your thermals from registering. But like that also isn't working on it well at all. Yeah, that may be the most important part of it, is the thermal aspect. I feel like I'm staring at the necklace right now. I feel like I'm looking at it. Wait a minute. Oh my god, my sixth sense. My sixth sense is so good. I'm so good. My IQ is ginormous. It's huge. I just found it. Okay, now we're in business. I like tarot reading and pendulum reading. Everything divination. Oh yeah? You do? Well, you've come to the right stream. We do a little bit of all of that. and then some. Okay. We're officially ready for business. I don't know how long that business is going to be, though, since I've spent all this time texting women and getting ready. And what do I feel that's wet under me? Oh, it's a towel. Oh my god. I'm like, what is this wet thing I'm feeling? Oh my god. That is a lot of text hitting my chat right now. Blah blah blah. How am I doing? I've never struggled with a project like this before, but I think it's a good thing I am, because this will be a bit to get things working. It's mostly me plugging in wires and being like, okay, why isn't this working? At one point, the suit made itself invisible, but not the wearer's face, because the helmet that does that literally wouldn't work either when tested. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I am fully operational. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, yeah. What about you? Sorry for the long book, by the way. I'm pretty analytical when I chat sometimes. I don't think there's a problem with anything you've done. Since it's not like the chat is going, a million miles a minute. What is this woman texting me right now? Oh.
Just thinking about it. Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible person. We weren't even testing for that. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds. I hate you so much.
Oh my god.
It gives you 5 strength, the finishing plus ability, and no magic. Finishing plus allows combo finishers to be done successfully, allowing it to deal more damage than the bell bow. Comparing this with Oathkeeper and Masters, you should hopefully work with all these with a completion. The Keyblade looks very similar to Vine Rose in terms of design philosophy.
Oh.
It's a purple Keyblade with a green vine running with the blade, but instead of gluing into a rose, it has 3 black claws similar to those on these. It has one of the lines at the bottom of the shaft that make it look like tracking.
Did you hear about Aleister Crowley? What about him? What, did he come back or something? What news is there about Mr. Crowley? Holy shit. He's a unique man, how he do things. Yes, he is quite infamous for how he got down.
Keyblade is a giant wave of water stuff. The guard rail is made up of different shaped orange, red, and blue shells, while the keychain is a white shell, similar to the one found in KH1. The length is 98, which ties it with Oathkeeper for the shortest of the game. Bubbles will appear upon making contact with your enemy. This Keyblade can be useful in certain situations, especially with enemies that are weak to Blizzard, but not much outside of them. Know your point. Much like the Olympic Coliseum in Kingdom Hearts 1, you receive multiple Keyblades here. This is the only Disney World where you receive 2 Keyblades, one for each story. On your second visit here, you stay alone from being
It'd be cool to meet him. I prefer to keep my distance from Mr. Crowley. Even though he is a interesting person.
Typically keep Gremlin Rose for my primary at this point for its finishing flexibility, but it's often about to switch to this here. Guardian Soul is designed for all of the best weapons.
I think I need to check on your profile. Dark Master Tarot. Do you know what he did? Let's assume I don't know what he did. What do you think I should know about Mr. Crowley? Yes, Mr. Crowley is long dead. He's been dead for a very, very long time. At least that's what they say. Ooh, I like your layout. He did some dark stuff. Yes, that he did. He did, quite a few dark things. What the fuck? Oh my god, did my power supply get disconnected? Oh shit. Fucking god. Please. Was there always something crazy happening? Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that was almost really bad. I wish it wasn't so hot in here. I hope winter comes soon. I'm done with the summer heat. Yes, I am very done with yeah, I'm just over the heat right now. You're a Libra. Interesting. Is there anything in particular about Libras that you feel aligns with you? Gemini, Sun, Libra, Moon, and Cancer rising. You like the scale of Libra? I feel like I dated a Libra. Yeah, I think the person I dated for the longest was a Libra. How long have I been doing divination? Pretty long. Like 13 or 14. Well, I guess now it might be 14 to 15 years at this point. A reasonable amount of time. Okay, I'm making a note to myself. No matter what, I have to get lip chap the next time I'm at the store. I have to. I have no choice. I have to get some. Me just a year? Damn, you got like way more followers than me too. You must, you're out here working it, huh? You want to tell me some secrets? I dropped my remote. Huh, actually, now that you've asked that, I guess I should link, I don't know. Well, I have all my other divination platforms linked through my Kick. I don't know. I just don't think I should. I like to keep my Twitch bare bones, but my main work is definitely not on Twitch when it comes to divination. I do the bulk of my work on other websites, especially some live stream tarot site. Some pretty fledgling, like new to grinding Twitch, just because I don't know, it always seemed very dead for divination, but I'm willing to try and branch out, so here I am.
Its length is 122, above Wishing Lamp, black card with white house. Even without a strong story,
I hope Twitch works well for you. Thank you. I think it'll work out pretty well for me. I mean, I'm meeting interesting people, so that's always a good thing. Meeting people I wouldn't have met anywhere else.
The second strongest magic keyblade in the game, with 5 magic, 3 strength, and the Berserk Charge ability. While an empty charge, the Berserk Charge ability will prevent you from using your finishing move, which at first may not sound beneficial, but this means that your combo can be infinite, and you can unleash maximum damage without enemies being able to fight back. I personally didn't use this method, but this can be helpful when taking down Mushroom 8. With correct timing, you can instantly combo it to reach 85. The top and blade of the keyblade is the skeletal dragon. The handle is the face of the Hades cup, and the guard is the side of the cup. The keychain is a tiny version of the Hades cup as well, and its length is 1.8.
I recently got back on Discord mostly because I wanted to join a few streamers' communities, so I came back there. But I won't be using it how I used to, though. Yes, Discord, Discord, it's very hit and miss. It feels as though, well, we're basically like in the end games of Discord, kinda. I'm in like, well, I've had a resurgence in caring about Discord. Discord seems pretty fun if you have like a purpose, if you're like doing stuff, but in terms of like communities and stuff, it can be kind of dry, especially if you're like not on the in crowd. But there's some interesting little hidey holes here and there that can be interesting to get into until they implode or whatever. I'm trying to get my confidence up with people. You're trying to get your confidence up, like in, I mean, what do you feel is like the hardest? I mean, are we talking like confidence in general, confidence when talking to people as you're doing divination? I think we're getting ads. So good. Dee dop boo boo bop. Boo boo bop. Oh. Welcome back. Hello. With tarot reading and pendulum reading. Let's start. Well, I guess if we fix the tarot reading, that kind of fixes everything else. So what about tarot reading do you not feel confident about? Like, give me an example of a time you didn't feel confident. I'm gonna do a music change. Hopefully it doesn't break the stream. The way it's acting, it might break it. Okay, did it change it? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You'll see it here word by word, and each one is chosen
Blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think of if I even had a confidence problem with tarot. Nothing. I don't think anything really comes to mind. I mean, I feel like as long as you are doing things as you should, I don't think there's much of a potential problem with confidence, unless you're talking like a customer or whoever you're reading for is like doubting you or something, or being like, well, I don't believe what you're saying is true or anything. I mean, I could see that be a little daunting for people. But, huh? I'm like that thing behind you on the wall. What do you mean? Which thing behind me? There's many things behind me. Oh, the big pink circle. Well, oh yeah, the mandala or whatever. Yes. I do have one question for the pendulum, if that's okay. I wanted to ask my adoptive mom within the astral if she approves of my current relationship I am in. I needed to make sure I heard her correct the night I asked her about that. If it's fine, if it's not, I just wanted to know her opinion. If not, that's okay. This relationship is a physical one as well, by the way, but yes. Do I even have pendulum put up here? I forget if I do. If I do, it's under here, but I don't think I even put pendulum. I don't even think I put pendulum up here. I think I used to have a miscellaneous, but I got rid of it. But yeah, I don't do any pendulum here. I think I do it on another site, but it would be very weird. It would be very awkward to set up here for me. But Dark Tarot did say that they do it, so you could see if they could do that for you sometime, or you could just arrange it in my server or something. I don't know. Okay, it's fine unless the cards can like answer just a yes or no on that, but yes, I appreciate you trying, thank you. I could definitely do it with cards. Let me think. Well, if you want to do it for free, you can see if you have enough channel points for it. Because I feel like you've been in here long enough that you probably have some points by now to redeem something. Otherwise, it would at least cost bits. But I'm sure you can use a channel points thing by now. Who just messaged? That looks like a kick. Looks like a kicker. Nice pants. I'm wearing a dress. What are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about with chatters from Kick. 0 brain power. Some person followed me like 2 hours ago on there. You know, wasn't even on the camera. What? Alright, Bell Pepper, I'm gonna need you to not comment. Bell Pepper, you should be quiet. Oh yeah, not enough yet, it's 30k free. So you only have 1.3k. So maybe in the future, yeah. Yeah, in the future you'll get it.
I'll give it the old conference try. Now with our housekeeping in order, let's get straight to the key. Ready? Me, Owen Wilson. I use California Natural Shampoo. Identify the condition. Then I style and detangle. Condition. Good to go.
Oh, I still need to do the horoscopes because I feel like I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up since technically it's been 3 hours here and there's some stuff I want to do. But
Even I feel a little bit bad for Kate coming in now because she's really getting shit on Twitter. I think it's also wait, I'm thinking about something right now. It's not the first time that she's seen back on a stream and she like responds to it. I remember now there was this where before submitting stuff and she was reading the most recent one or the oldest. And then people complaining that their stuff wasn't being read. And then there was like a comment chat in the comment section, and then she made a tweet about it on Twitter too. So yeah, I think she cares about, you know, what her audience thinks about that. Tenma would just like tell them to go fuck themselves. And then they would like vote her off to death probably.
Sissy's Pizza is all you can eat tomorrow for $9.99. But that's not all. If you don't see your favorite pizza, we'll make it. Trust me. I know.
my mind was going somewhere crazy. Let's do these horoscopes. Oh my god, fuck. It's been non-stop with me. I just can't catch a break this week. Okay, and let's do the alignments. Okay. Where'd the dice go? Wow. Impressive. So that's like, what, double Mars? Double Mars. Mars! Mars! Libra. Wow, we were just talking about Libra today. And I ended up getting Libra. Sixth. Okay. It's a good layout. I like that. Interesting stuff. So I have a Discord server? Yes, I do. It's located here. Yes, it's low traffic, obviously, since I'm still starting out, but plenty of my friends from other places are in there. And yeah, it'd just be a place where you would get notifications when I'm on here too. And maybe some of my other happenings. Let's see. 252? Yeah, I think this is a good time for me to call it a day. So, let's see, the horoscope is done for tomorrow. The alignments look really good, really dynamic, really sexy. So, everyone should make sure that they drink water. Blah blah blah. I think I just heard that you entered. No, that was something else. That was Timu. But yeah, everyone stay safe, have fun, drink water, all those great, amazing things. And I'll see you guys later.
Shadow groove. Shadow groove. You've got to get up and move. The evil logic with this groove. Got to shadow groove. We may never see eye to eye, but oh Lord knows we've got to try. This battlefield's ablaze with losses on both sides. But my spirit does that wave. I'm gonna fly high.
Shine away. Do you really wanna go out? Shine away. I don't think you understand it when you say your words. It's always the funniest thing that I've ever heard. I think you are relatively delusional. You think there's water in the flame and that I'm too cold. Shine away. Do you really wanna go out? Shine on, shine away. We already went and told ya. Shine away. You think you love me, you don't know your left from your right. You hear the truth, instead you melody with a fight. You think you understand me, and it's adorable. The only word I have for you is predictable. Do you really wanna go out? Shine on, shine away. She went off and really told ya. Shine away. Shine away. Shine away. Shapes cause until the digest burn. You toss them up into a crafted urn. The velvet curtain keeps the light far away. I see the patterns in the games you play. Trace the lifeline splitting in your palm. Coffee grounds are swirling in a calm. You hide a secret like a stone inside the shoe. But I have mirrors showing every side of you. The stars are shifting tiles. At the distance of 1,000 miles. Don't close your eyes or let the flame expire. The future's dancing on a golden wire. And I know you'll say my name. Spin the wheel till seasons bleed. I give you answers that you need. A butterfly soars through a crystal sphere. The edges of tomorrow falling up clear. Open the iron gate and climb away the key. Your heart is beats like the rolling sea. So read the card and feel the power in every leaf. I'll find the diamond hidden underneath your grief. A sudden draft of wind begins to chill the air. The smell of incense tangles in your messy hair. The lunar cycle marks the rhythm of the tide. There is no shadow where a quiet ghost can hide. 12 different houses built of matches and of blue. I'm painting portraits of a version of you that's new. The sandalwood is burning down to gray and white. I hold the compass that can navigate the night. The stars are shifting.